Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Can't Understand Normal Thinking with your hosts, Pat Sharkey and Matt Smookler. This is a podcast where we take a hard look at the world around us and challenge our listeners to help us figure out if we're the fucked up ones or if it's just the rest of the world that's fucked. Good morning, Patrick.
Starting to sound like the gook you're living with, Smooth. The weight of the world. Web pop.
Yeah. Rap top. Rally pop. How's that Rowley pop doing?
Dude, do they eat like a lot of weird shit at the house? Like, do you guys eat cat?
No.
Or something close to it?
No. In the very beginning, it was a lot of seafood.
I remember your Instagram. You always had some weird looking like bugs on there.
Yeah, it was lots of seafood all day long.
Seaweed?
And it was, yeah, that too. And it's really fucking healthy food.
Yeah, but it's fucking seaweed.
Yeah, some of like the not a shrimp. No, shrimp always have eyeballs and
shrimp.
But no, there was these other things that like they weren't like crawdads, but they looked like a big.
Oh, like
fish.
a little like a lobster type of deal.
Yeah, but it looked like
a scorpion.
Yeah, or like think of like a big fish version of like a centipede.
That's disgusting.
But no, after a while, Hannah.
She Americanized?
Yeah, and because I can't eat all that, but I wish I did. It's all fucking healthy.
See, that's one thing I gotta say. Colombian food's fucking great.
Oh, I bet
that their food's just deep fried cheese, man.
Now there's
chicken.
There's a lot of fried food. But there was one time it was funny. So I just started living with Hannah, and we were talking, right? And she's in the kitchen, she's preparing food, and she has a chicken, right? And I'm not realizing what she's doing, but
like a live chicken or
no, the thing's dead. But in mid conversation, I'm speaking with her, and all of a sudden, I just see like this thing fold out. The thing still had its neck and its head.
Yeah.
And we're talking. She's like, she folds this thing out. She goes, and with the big knife, she goes, "Vump!" The head just kind of rolls into the sink. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, you can't just do that. Like, while we're talking, like it's nothing.
It's nothing for them, though.
Yeah.
I remember, like, if you go maybe a block away from Citi Field, you're in fucking Gookville.
Yeah, no, that's when we went to the Mets game. It was the first time I hung out with Hannah.
Flushing.
Yeah. And it's actually awesome.
You'll see outside, like, delis there, though, you'll see fucking chickens, their heads cut off, fucking just deheaded.
Hanging there, yeah.
And you'll actually see other chicken outside in a cage.
Yep. And, I don't know. I wish I had more balls, to be honest with you. It's funny. I'm rewatching The Wire last night, and there was a scene where the black detective with the white one or whatnot, they're eating crabs.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the black guy turns to McNulty. Bunk turns to McNulty. He goes, "Are you going to eat the crab guts, or are you just going to be a pussy or whatnot, or let it go to waste?" And the guy grabs the crab, and in the middle of it, all the guts that are in it, he starts eating it. And I go, "Oh shit! Look, Hannah, look. I guess other people do it too, because like
they eat that shit."
Oh yeah, and I think it's just white people who don't like.
Oh yeah, because we're fucking not savages. You know what? That's why we lead the world.
Yeah,
because we don't eat that shit, dude. You know why those gooks in Japan have they have like a higher retardation rate? It's because they eat all the they eat fucking whale and fucking dolphin.
Well, yeah,
and they have a high magnesium
No, what was it? Mercury.
Mercury,
yeah.
and it makes them retarded
Because there's just so much of it.
in water, and that's why. Fuck are you, dolphin?
Yeah,
Fuck you,
that's such a great
episode.
That's a great South Park episode.
Fuck are you, dolphin?
The best was
at the end when they show the dolphins in the whale dropping the bomb.
Or no, what it was is all of a sudden the Miami Dolphins are playing.
Yeah.
Every time there was a dolphin scene out of nowhere,
you
the
just see the Japanese
you just chop them up, and then you see the dolphins playing, and you know it's gonna happen out of the. Fuck are you,
dolphin? Fuck are you, whale?
Well, there was a really horrible for just being an animal guy. There was the documentary.
It's fucked up, man. What they do to those whales.
The cove.
The cove is. Dude, I follow Rick O'Barry on fucking Twitter and all that.
That's the guy who did that documentary.
Yeah, dude, it's sick because dolphins travel like an average of 75 miles a day.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't get killed get fucking put in like SeaWorld where they fucking swim in a swimming pool.
And it's horrible.
And that's why all the orcas, their fins, like, you ever see an orca in SeaWorld, all their fins like flop over? It's because it's depression.
Yeah, probably. It's
Rick O'Barry
sad.
said that like they would fucking had to give Flipper. Like Pepsid.
Yep.
And Tums because he had such acid because he was having ulcers because he was so stressed.
They have those animals.
And at least he was in SeaWorld.
They're highly intelligent and
dude, orcas are. I actually think whales might be smarter than humans.
Probably.
Man.
I am such an animal guy.
That's why you can't trust these gooks, man.
Even having a dog, and now I don't know if I even told you last week. Hannah came home with a turtle,
and they're not eating it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you about. Should I go into turtle soup? You want me to tell you about turtle soup?
I don't know.
She wanted me to. The thing was already dead, but Hannah, I guess it gives vitality and all that stuff. So she had asked me one time.
Dude, that's when in Colombia I ate fucking soup from. It was a cow tail and cow foot soup, and it's supposed to give you a fucking
hard on or whatnot, aphrodisiac.
Yeah,
whatnot.
I was already on fucking Viagra, so I have no clue.
Same type of thing. Hannah, I guess it was soft shell turtle soup or whatnot. But I was like, are you going to take this thing home and kill it? And it's funny. I'll tell you about this new turtle in a second. But she goes, no, it's going to already be dead. And then you make soup out of it. I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll try it. We got into a big fight because the second she goes, all right, try it here. And I took a sip of it and I go, it tastes like fucking turtle soup. It was horrible. I didn't eat it. And we got into a big fight over it. She goes, you made me go out and get it. I go, I didn't make you go out and get it. You asked if I would try it and I don't fucking like it.
Dude, I couldn't eat turtle. There's something, first of all, it doesn't look like good meat.
No, it was a soup. So, like, we weren't eating the meat. I guess the thing was dead and you make a soup out of it or whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe there was meat in it.
No, there is. Well, it is basically, you have your head, dude, that body is not edible. It's only like their feet and their head and shit. Because you remember that I've had gator tail.
I think I've had gator legs or something.
Remember that restaurant Tumbleweeds?
Yeah.
That's where they had it.
Yeah, I believe that because that was like an Australian place or whatnot.
I just remember that's where they do the DUI checkpoint now too. But they had gator tail there, and it tasted kind of like lobster, to be honest with you.
Ugh.
Like that type of taste.
But last week, Hannah, we now have a new pet turtle, which I'm actually happy she has because she's taking care of it, she likes it. But when she first took it out, I'm like I'm not fucking eating that thing. The first thing I said, she goes, "This isn't to eat," But I'm like,
I never know with them though.
But and here's my thing. After I got my dog, when I grew up, I've always had dogs. I had a big house. I wasn't in an apartment, But now I have my first dog, and the same thing goes for the turtle in the cage. All animals are meant to have freedom.
Yeah, but dude, dogs adapt.
I get but what I'm telling you is I live in a small apartment. It's my responsibility to take him out. He's allowed in all the other rooms. At first, there was a fight, whereas she only wanted to be in the one room. I go, no, he's not living his life in a fucking room.
Dude, not even that. Then you also have they adapt. They just adapt. But you let him jump on the furniture, man. I would stop that, and not just because he's not allowed on furniture. Well, but I would get ladders or something.
Yeah, you were telling me because I know that you have Frankie and the arthritis, and now after you have told me that, every single time he jumps up and down off of something, I think about. I probably will get a little staircase. We had one for the first fucking dog we had, but my point is this: things that are in aquariums like birds or something. I have this heart for all animals.
Yeah, but turtles, man. It's a
at least
box
have
turtle, right?
No, it's okay. It's a tortoise. It's actually a Russian tortoise because I did my research on it.
Yeah, so when
and it got him some stuff.
Yeah. But you don't have this at your house, though.
What do you mean?
You're keeping it at a neighbor's house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
DEC, go to that neighbor's house.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, you got it from,
chances are, fucking with these guys, it's not legal.
Yeah, no, this thing's allowed to be.
This was going to be someone's dinner in fucking Flushing,
But
and now it's at your house.
I have a rule in my, because we're getting married soon. Is all animals are family decisions, and I have
yeah, two of them haven't been your family decision.
Yeah, I know. I said after this, it has to be a decision, and I have an expectation of how they're taken care of. So we're going to make sure that, and so far everything has been working, but I just have this heart for all animals, and if they're going to be, they didn't ask to be in your care, you chose to have them in your care. It's a fucking tortoise. I don't know. But I guess this thing can grow to be like fucking 50 years old.
So we're talking about it's going to be the size of a laptop?
Laptop?
Yeah,
no,
laptop.
Right now, it's the size of, I have nothing in here.
Like a CD?
Yeah, I guess the size of a CD. He's cool. She's, I don't even know if she gave it a name yet. I guess Daniel gave it the name.
Michelangelo.
I think he gave it Raphael at first.
Yeah.
I'm calling him Ninja Tortoise right now. It's up in the air, but he met Taco. Last night it was cute. The tortoise was at the fucking window of this thing and Taco was standing there. But, the second someone drops this thing on the floor, it's why I don't like hardwood floors and why I like to have carpets.
Yeah.
But, take him out. And she's been good with him. She cleaned him off yesterday because, things shits in there. Just pay attention to these things. And that's my only thing. As long as that continues happening, cool. Again, having children and getting animals, they don't ask to be with us or be with the person who has them. And there's a certain level of responsibility. So continue with that.
It's all on you. That's your responsibility.
Okay, that's fine. But then, you know what? Don't get mad at me for loving it. That's the thing. But, I'm not here to fucking bash my future wife. She's actually, I give her a lot of credit these days with a lot of different things, including the animals. She had, just recently I realized she had a traumatic past. One actually with a dog as well, too. And it wasn't a cute dog like ours. But I can understand certain things, but you're also not living in China anymore.
Yeah.
I also understand that
what do you fucking
adapting.
feed you feed them like lettuce, right?
Yeah.
It's like a rabbit.
So we had dark greens, I give it
kale.
We've been giving it the kale and spinach. And then I had peppers that, were starting to go bad or whatnot, which is perfect for if you have, vegetables that haven't finished, you give it to him or whatnot. And, we'll see. I hope that this thing lives a long time. I've
50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to outlive you.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. And, I've never walked home to growing up, I've had lots of dogs. I've never seen my own pet dead other than a mouse I had.
Oh, I've had chameleons die on me.
Yeah.
I've had cats die.
Yeah, but I've never seen it.
I have. I have.
And, it's going to eventually happen one day. So I try not to think about it.
When I was younger, I had fish die, and my parents tried to fucking fool me by getting another fish.
One, yeah.
And I'm like, this fish is like 3 times the size. Wait, did he eat a lot overnight?
I got a pet goldfish once, and I like to pet. I like to pet it. I used to take it out of the water, pet it, and put it back in. And when it died, I got upset. And when it died very quick, my parents like, "Well, how did it die?" So I'm like, "Well, I wanted to pet the fish." And they're like, "You can't fucking pet a fish."
Yeah.
And then I had Sniffles the mouse that I brought to the vet once. It was one of those mice that you feed to snakes. And I went and bought one for like $3, right? And he lasted 2 years and he started to walk with like a limp and scratch. So I had a newspaper route and I didn't like the fact that he was like limping so I brought it to the vet. And then when I think about it now, remember they charged me $70. They gave it a little bit of saline solution. That was it. They had to charge me. But that's
they
just
didn't have to.
I guess not. But
let's just rip this little fucker off.
Yeah.
Which vet was it?
The one that was, where the Firestone is right now.
Oh yeah. That's where we used to go. I go to the same vet as Ralph Macchia.
Oh really? Where?
Yeah. I go to Mount Sinai. Dr. Robert Cardilli.
I think that's the same one that was there. Cardilli. It was Cardilli that was there.
He's always been in Mount Sinai.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the one right where, you know where the North Road Deli is?
Yeah. Northside Deli.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cardilli. That vet was the same one. He might have had
Port Jeff?
Yep, same one. Because I know because that's where my parents bring always brought the dog.
Yeah, he's like 90 and he's still fucking practicing.
I'm glad that you brought this up because I just gave Taco yesterday his last flea and tick medicine.
Yeah.
And we've had him for just about a year now. And, I brought him to the vet in the beginning a bunch of times just to get checked up on. But I think I'm going to start bringing him to Cardilli.
Oh, dude, you should. Yo, Frankie's not a big fan of men and he fucking loves them.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And Frankie, I don't have to worry about him outlasting, but that was my biggest fear is this guy's going to retire.
Okay.
Because he's like 90.
Well,
I think he was in Nam. I think he was a doctor in Nam, yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. But I saw Ralph Macchio there. I'm looking at him. And this is Mount Sinai, so I'm looking at him like, I know this motherfucker from somewhere. But because it's Mount Sinai, I'm thinking someone from school or someone from the bars.
And he's a little bit older than us.
Yeah, and the reason I started looking at him because his wife was so much younger than him, and I'm like, oh, this guy must have money.
Yeah.
Because he looked like he was fighting like a 5-day bender.
Okay, nice.
And I'm looking at him, I'm like, how the fuck do I know him? And then I realize, that's fucking Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
That's fucking Daniel LaRusso.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And wait, when you saw him, was this before the new Cobra Kai movie?
Oh, no. This was last summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And he's got a dog named Ollie.
Okay.
Not named Miyagi-san, you sick son of a bitch.
Yeah, why not? With a fucking crane? There's so many things.
Oh, dude, and his wife was fucking decent looking.
Okay.
But he lives actually around the corner from here.
Yeah, he could have called Vinny. He could call, hey, it's my cousin Vinny,
Yeah. But, dude, he did not, he looked like he was fighting like a 5-day bender.
Maybe he was filming the TV show. Speaking of which, this is a good leeway into that. For someone who's a tremendous Karate Kid fan, and ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this, Pat at one time had a Cobra Kai tattoo. I think we went into it.
See it a little bit, and that was part of a war story before.
Did you watch the Netflix Cobra Kai?
I tried to watch one episode.
I knew it.
And I could not get through it. Dude, it was so fucking gay.
I know.
You're well, Russo.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. And I'm a diehard fan, and I just could not do it.
Oh my goodness,
dude! You don't feel gay watching that?
Yeah, very.
Yeah,
very.
It's just a matter of I don't want to be gay. It's just, dude. It was gay. That's the only way.
Well, that's because these days they're trying to gear it towards the same age group that the originals came out, and it's a totally different world. Like if you were in the 80s and you were, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, you had the potential to grow up to be badass.
Yeah.
You didn't have all this bullshit where today, social media and fucking, kitty pop rap or whatever the fuck, it's just horrible.
They have kitty rap?
Whatever the fuck they listen to. I don't know what it is. Pop, whatever the kids these days are doing. Even us growing up, you had hip hop, which was badass, okay, for what it was then. Dude, and you had rock and roll metal,
Yeah, there's new hip-hop, man. I feel like fucking putting my head through a fucking wall every time I hear it. First of all, I can't understand a fucking word they say. They speak a different language.
And it's not cool. That's what it is. It's just...
And yo, yeah, bam.
But there's no experience that I believe, and maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but I believe that when you...
Well, the new music sucks today.
Because these I don't know. I feel like the experience that these rappers or whatnot have are not the same experiences that we had when the rappers when we were younger.
No, they're not rapping about fucking,
banging hoes and,
gin and juice.
Yeah. Robbing people for shit, and slinging drugs.
That Super Bowl performance, that guy, blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
Blah, blah. What the fuck was that?
It's all beef that they have with other people.
Oh my God. I fucking felt like putting my head through a fucking wall. I feel
Lamar,
stupid. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the fuck I thought he was fucking Puerto Rican until I saw him.
The only kind of cool thing I gave, that I heard about with this, because I don't know any shit, he's got he's in a fight with that other fucking douchebag that's from Canada, Drake, right? And I
Yeah.
guess Drake likes him young. He likes
Yeah,
the
he
fucking...
said he called him something about minors, I saw.
Yep, and he wasn't supposed to do that song, so he took a fine or a hit, which I kind of like that. That's very rock and roll. It's punk rock shit.
Yeah.
But other than that...
I can't fucking...
No, it's horrible.
Blah, 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 blah.
And all the kids who fucking listen to it.
Drake, I can't even tell you one Drake song.
Yeah, can I? But he's
definitely gay because
there
was a fucking a drone flew like on into his balcony in Australia, and he went to go throw something, and he threw like a girl, like
how like we would throw lefty, like
yeah,
we would throw lefty.
Get away from me, like a real fucking fanuki.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God.
If you can't throw a fucking ball, that's the easiest way you could tell if you're gay. Because every man could throw a fucking baseball.
Yeah. Or it's like, you remember when Eminem at the...
Remember when Angus couldn't throw a baseball?
No, not... remember 50 Cent?
50 Cent, yeah. That's a questionable thing. You can't throw a baseball. You either didn't have a father.
I remember in 7th grade... Angus
couldn't throw a baseball.
No, I remember he went out for the baseball team, and he wasn't a baseball guy, so I give him credit for doing it. And he
would come for like the summer league.
Yeah,
they would dress him, but they wouldn't let him play. I remember.
Well, he tried for 7th grade baseball, and he was my catcher for like the day or whatnot, and I was throwing fastballs, and he couldn't because he wasn't. He didn't play baseball his whole life. So he's sitting there. He's got all the equipment on. And you know how you see the catcher sitting there squatting?
Yeah. I was catcher. I remember.
Pitch after pitch, we just nail me the fucking inside thighs. I felt so bad.
Dude, I remember him. He would be like, me.
Like remember Luke Cheo's dad?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Cheo.
Remember he tried to hit the ball?
Yeah. He'd be throwing the ball up and he'd swing and miss.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember there was one time that Manfrey, then Mr. Colvin, then Cheo had to coach the team. Yeah. Because they both got thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
And like Mr. Cheo was like, he wanted to get thrown out so bad.
Yeah. He did not want to be there. No. He did not want to be there. You know who I liked?
He was always a good guy, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never had a problem with Luke Cheo, to be honest with you.
Me neither. So when people...
He actually helped me cheat.
Me too.
On my regents in 11th grade.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have passed my Latin test. I would not have passed.
I got an 88 on my regents because he got a 60 out of 60 on the first part. Because
maybe in the beginning of junior high when I was thinking I was cool, there'd be times where I like picked on him a little bit. But as I got older in school and I saw what other people did, it wasn't fair.
I just never had a problem with them.
Bozer was fucking brutal to him at times. Like, he was.
But people don't remember. There's a reason why Bozer got jizzed on. why his bed got jizzed on.
Was that Bozer? I thought that was so.
No. Fanagrossi jizzed on Bozer's bed because Bozer was pissing us all off because Bozer's bed was right next to mine.
All right.
And it was like...
I wasn't in that room.
I can't remember why.
I was and Stefan.
Yeah. I can't remember why, but he was pissing everyone off in the room, so we had to like flex on him a little.
Okay. All right.
And the only way to flex on him was to have Fanagrossi jerk off on Bozer's pillow. It's just that Mimnaw came back and
laid on it. Yeah.
Put his head right in the fucking
He's like, so, guys.
Dude, it was so bad. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
But Luke Cheo, I liked Luke, and I remember Bobby Jamalis was the same way. Like Luke, there was nothing bad with him. Like I give him credit because he was picked on for no reason, but he stood up for himself. Like he would push back. Like you know, instead of just eating it. Like I gave him a lot of credit. But you know who else I liked during summer league baseball? Because I fucking hated summer baseball. John Miller's dad. John Miller was over there.
I don't remember his dad, though.
His dad would be there. He was an old guy, right? And I remember John Miller was really smart. So
John Miller, they used as a pinch runner, though. They wouldn't let him hit. I don't think he was a good hitter.
He wasn't, but he tried.
He was good. Right? He was good as a pinch runner, though.
And he showed up. But I remember I was batting and I got nailed in the knee by a pitch. It just, holding back the tears, it fucking hurt, right? Yeah. And I'm on the bench and, Miller was always a straight arrow guy. He's doing very well for himself, whatever he's doing these days. He was very smart. And his dad, very smart too. He came over and he's just, he's comforting me. There's no other way to put it. And he goes, that fucking hurts, doesn't it? I was like, did you just curse? Did you just say the F word? I'm like, all right. This guy.
I saw Mrs. Timmerman cursed at Mr. Dayton.
Oh, that's Mr. Dayton. Oh my God.
Yeah. When we were on our like 7th grade field trip, I guess Mr. Dayton like ratted out that Timmerman wasn't there to like relieve him or something.
Oh no!
And
He's
Timmerman,
complaining.
you don't piss off Mrs. Timmerman.
She was awesome. I love it.
She goes, Richie, I frankly don't give a fuck what your clock says. I was fucking there.
Oh, nice.
And then Mr. Dayton's like, real nice, Barbara, in front of the children. Real nice.
Dude, when you catch a teacher in one of those moments.
Dude, we're 7th grade. We're like, oh,
nice.
Fuck
you, Dayton.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah. Well, he walked around with a fucking pencil up his asshole the whole time.
He wasn't bad.
She was a reptile, just like her fucking her animals, but she was great. She let us listen to the O.J. Simpson verdict in her.
Oh, I was in Heaney's class.
Oh, okay.
And I remember we went to the library, and Billy Heinrichs started jumping up on top of the bookcases, going juice.
Nice,
juice.
Yeah, nice, yeah. No, those are fucking good times. Yeah, fucking. Somehow we always get on Angus, but I felt bad when he was taking those pitches, and he was eating them real good because he couldn't eyeball.
Oh, he had no fucking. He had no athletic ability whatsoever.
You know what? But you got to give a guy like that credit for sticking with it. I will always.
Oh, he didn't stick with baseball.
No, I'm saying stick with it. Like any sport, like I don't care who the person is. If something is difficult, if you're going through something difficult, if you give up on it, you're a pussy.
He was he was good at wrestling because he's really good at putting around that body weight.
Yeah.
Like he was like a really good at like throwing that like he doesn't look like a fucking wrestler, but he was he knows how to, he's like a bear.
Yeah.
That's what I like to describe it. He's like a fucking bear.
And he used to, there wasn't a lot of people in his weight class.
I think he either won state or he came a second or something like that.
He definitely, he made some of himself in the wrestling thing. But
hey, fuck that up though.
I thought, didn't he go to school for that?
Yeah, he failed out.
Hey, happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
What else we got going on here? Do we even recap from last week?
No, we do daylight savings times today.
All right, so
that sucks.
Yeah, we might as well go into today's daylight fucking savings and the worst one of the two. Didn't we go through this the last time?
Yeah.
Weren't we a podcast? I think we had just started this lovely podcast.
Well, that was a good daylight savings time.
Yeah, that was the fall one. That's the one where you gain an extra hour.
This one I was not too happy about. To be totally honest with you.
No,
and daylight savings time is just it's
a waste.
It's a waste of my dude. First of all, there's like a increase in accidents because people are tired.
Oh yeah,
there's more depression. I guarantee you murders are up because people are fucking shorter.
I know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
This time of year fucking sucks for me.
I blame the Biden administration.
No, but what is it? What's the history of this?
I looked it up on ChatGPT and now I can't find it.
Well, daylight savings, again, I think it's just a fucking waste. I don't even know why it was started, but the spring one, like right now, when it goes from... We're in March. I hate fucking March to begin with. I think it's because of fucking daylight savings. When this day happens, it's always on a fucking Sunday, and it gets me closer to Monday. And there's just this feeling in the air. It's still shitty outside, right? And I don't know. I don't feel good this time of year.
You know what, man? First of all, we're in this time a lot longer than we're in the other time. With this hour shit.
It seems like that it goes by pretty quick.
Columbia doesn't change their fucking time.
Are they still like in the same time zones as us? Like,
So we were on the same time last.
Are they like in Eastern? You know how
they're in Eastern, yeah.
Okay, so you just America goes Eastern. Then what's the next one over?
Central.
Eastern, Central, Mountain, and then
Pacific,
and then Pacific. So they are still in Eastern.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. So then in South America, and is it called Eastern there?
No, it's like GMT or some Global Mountain or something like that. Or some shit like that.
So it's just their equivalent of Eastern Mountain, of Eastern.
But it's the same fucking time.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, so now it's like they're an hour difference. They don't have to fucking change. And they get along fine,
So, I don't know. We had the history of it last time. And
2007 they
changed it on us, and I remember that too.
They went like it used to be like we wouldn't have to deal with this shit until normally like April something.
And also, what I remember
And it
about
used to be in October.
And what it was, it's now the week after. You know why they did it?
Yeah.
It was the week after Halloween.
Yeah.
Because I think the reasons for it was they wanted for Halloween there to be an extra hour, to be a little bit lighter because it's safer for the kids.
Fuck.
But
that.
I always remember it was great for Halloween.
Yeah,
when it was
darker. Yeah.
You know?
First of all, an hour of light's
kids
not
today are so much pussies.
Yeah. It just fuck them.
When do you think it's going to change though? Like, how about if me and you had kids?
I think it's going to take. Well, look, Trump's making change already. You sure people don't fucking like this woke bullshit? So it's changing already.
All right, good.
I'm already feeling the fucking change.
Because right now I think Daniel's a badass kid, and I hope he grows up.
Dude, it's the fucking teachers though. The teachers are the fucking ones to blame. We got way too many liberal teachers in there that are making $150,000. Dude, I know this is gonna piss you off because your mom and everything, but I think teachers the most overrated fucking job.
My mom's not a teacher.
I know, but she works for Board of Ed.
No, not at all. Believe me, my parents both are fucking Republican.
I think
say the same thing as you.
I think teaching is the fucking most overrated fucking position out there. They don't deserve this fucking money. They don't deserve. They took the job. We should be paying them fucking $60,000 a fucking year. You don't like it?
Yeah.
Get a new fucking job
or earn it at least. They get tenure.
The taxes are fucking insane on Long Island because of that. Because we're paying $140,000 a year to fucking someone who has all fucking 12 weeks a year.
What about teachers in tough districts where the kids are like
don't get the fucking job. If supply and demand, if we weren't be able to hire teachers, then they could up the salary.
Okay.
It's just basic economics.
And the way I look at it is once a lot of teachers get their tenure, like they're in a sweet school district.
Yeah, fuck that union shit too, man. I'm so fucking sick of this union bullshit.
They're on constant.
It's bullying. Bullying. It's fucking bullying.
Explain.
You get a bunch of people together. Oh, we're gonna strike. That's what they did in the New York State corrections officers. Just did that. Oh, they actually violated the fucking. I forget what act it's called.
So they stop doing their job until they get paid.
Yeah. So, and that, they should have been arrested as soon as they did that because they're not supposed to strike.
Yeah, and basically the safety of the people. What if someone gets
safety of the inmates?
Yeah. Because they still have rights while in jail. They just don't have as many.
No, and it's real fucking suspect. They happen to go on strike the same week that the 9 fucking correctional officers got tried for murder or got charged with murder of an inmate.
Oh.
And they all happened to go on strike that week. So it looked real fucking suspect to me.
Wow. Because oh my God, because there are people who go to jail that made a mistake.
Dude, if you don't like the fucking job, get a new fucking job.
I think
that's a tough job.
I would like to try to be a fucking corrections officer.
That's a tough job. I admit it. But if you don't like it, get a new one. Yeah. Don't fucking strike. Because now they had to call in the National Guard.
And that's taxpayers' money too.
Yeah.
That's coming out of our pocket.
And you know goddamn well they when they went back that technically they broke the law. There's a law that they should have been arrested as soon as they did it.
So they're part of a union. So explain to me how unions work. You're protected. Your job is protected. Like if your bosses or if the company or the corporation you work for isn't doing their part, you have the right to not work or to
then you walk out and then you fucking you basically anyone who goes in there works as a scab.
Okay.
And
you can't lose your job.
Well, that's what it comes to the end of it. Like when they negotiate, that's always a negotiation that you're not going to be fined. Usually they get paid for the time missed too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So all these guys that were sitting out there,
if it's a non-union job, you can't do that.
No,
basically,
you don't show up. But the thing is, with non-union, if the company treats you fucking well, like Whole Foods, we don't need a union because
you treat it well.
I've been treated well.
What's an example of a job?
And also with the union, you get. Like now, I get my raises based on my fucking performance. I don't want a fucking 50-cent raise.
Right.
I've been in unions before. That's not what it is. It's fucking like 50 cents.
Yeah, you want a good raise that you can see a difference.
50 cents is dick to me.
Yeah. What's an example of a corporation or a job that treats their employees poorly. Because I always hear Starbucks isn't treating us right. We want this.
Amazon.
Okay. And so Amazon just basically overworks people, doesn't pay them enough, and they are very wealthy. It's not like they
pay just enough to get by, and then they'll break into you can't work anymore, and then hire someone new, and then burn them out.
And meanwhile, they're giving,
the
top dogs are giving themselves bonuses.
And you see, well, the top dog, that's part of, they should be able to get bonuses if you're being a top dog.
Yeah, I'm not against that. At the very least, take care of your workers, though.
Yeah. That's why you see unions forming in these Amazon warehouses.
Okay.
Because people are fucking fed up with that shit.
I remember when I worked at that nursing home, it was when I first started there, it was they were only open for like 17 months or something, right? And then within my first year or two, it was a very, very small facility. And one of the nurses upstairs, she had gotten let go. So word trickled down to where we were, was she was starting to talk to people, other employees about forming a union or something.
Yeah.
And I guess that caused, I guess that was considered drama or something because there was no reason for it. But I guess when one person starts talking about
they get pissed.
Yeah.
She ended up leaving.
She wasn't there. I don't know if it was by her own doing or if they found a reason to get rid of her. But she wasn't there.
Don't bring that shit up.
Yeah.
They fucking disappear.
I never understood how that worked. Like when I worked at the hospital, you had two different types of jobs. You had two different unions. One of them was basically for the, shirt and ties.
Yeah.
And then one of them was for more the blue collar. Shirt and ties was this. You were on a year-to-year contract. After 7 years, okay, if you still had your job, you were then tenured. Whereas the other one, the more the blue collar type of jobs, that one, after your first 6 months in there,
you're tenured.
You didn't call it tenured, but you were protected to the point where it was very hard to get rid of them.
That's what put out wall bombs.
Wall bombs?
Yeah, that's why they went out of business because the unions.
Oh, wall bombs! I think you said law bombs.
No, the unions, they were just, because you can't fire people.
Okay.
You have people fucking like, dude, this is back in like 2003. There was a retard fucking pushing carts making $22 an hour.
Wow, in 2003, $22 in 2003 was nice.
And like, I'm talking full-blown mongoloid.
Speaking of which, mongoloid, that reminded me of Kenny Powers. Did you know that there's another show, and I watched it last year?
The Gemstones?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I've seen the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There's season 3. I forgot that I saw it. It's actually pretty, last night I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about the Gemstones.
Dude, anything with Walter Goggins.
Yeah, and Goggins with fucking...
Baby Billy.
Yeah.
Baby Billy.
Oh, he's so good. Goggins mixed with McBride is always a great combo. Great combo. So yeah, we went through daylight savings.
I dropped my phone.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to wrangle us in. Let me see. We did our recap. What is that? Oh, remember the guy from last week? This is part of the recap. So last week we watched a video of this guy on Twitter.
Dude, a real fucking Finucchio.
Yeah.
Just a total faggot.
To fucking color his beard, right?
Yeah.
He hates America.
He hates it. He was ashamed to live here.
Yeah. All because fucking Zelensky didn't wear a suit.
This man has been respectful to all these other leaders.
He hasn't. Or maybe he's been respectful to other leaders. He hasn't been respectful to a country that's been giving him billions of dollars.
He's lucky that I believe in free speech.
Well, yes. Yes, that is...
but he still, if I saw him, I also believe that I'm going to beat the fucking piss out of him.
Well, not that. You also believe in free speech, so you have the right to make fun of him.
Yeah.
Fucking...
And no, and if I see him, I will help him exit the country.
Yeah. You were fired up when you... Dude, I heard it in your voice.
I would punch him fucking... I would love this to break his fucking nose.
I just can't believe that some of that was all... Like, I believe he feels that way, but also he fucking produced that. She's fucking hot, by the way. he fucking produced that, meaning he had that piano music behind it. Like you had said, there was 3 takes were probably fucking made in that, because his eyes were already glassy and watery.
This man, he's such a fucking joke. First of all, any grown man who's fucking talking into a thing on a TikTok, you're a fucking fag to begin with.
Yeah, that's very tough. I
guarantee you, this guy, people start looking into his background. He's doing something. He got some stolen valor or some shit around.
I want to know where he's
from. Watch this coach thing. Which gymnast is he touching? Let's start digging into this motherfucker.
Well, I want to know where he's from, because he had that hick.
Arkansas.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah. Well, I feel like people, when you have that hick, and no offense to anyone who has that country voice or whatnot, I always figured that they would be more fucking
you would
the
think.
right.
I think that guy just wants fucking views. I don't even think he thinks of that. If you're coloring your beard, you're looking for attention.
And is he a content creator?
Well, if you have TikTok, you're already a traitor to America. You're waving that Chinese flag right around you.
TikTok is still up? Right?
Not for me.
Yeah, well, I don't.
It never was for me.
I never tried.
I'm an American.
And
if I want, they're tracking me by my porn sites.
Yeah, me too.
Not by TikTok.
Do you make profiles on porn sites?
No.
Oh,
no.
I do.
No.
I want to save. So there's some things I just definitely.
I usually only go to X videos.
I like it when I'm with a chick that likes to watch porn with me. It's just a lot more fun.
Yeah. I only go to X videos.
X video, that is a good one, but there's a couple others that are really good. Yeah. But that's for another day. We can go into our favorite porn sites. So maybe the week after.
Coach Mox doesn't go into porn, though.
No, he goes to the gay section.
Yeah.
Or the tranny section.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, I got to go. Well, I got to ask you something with this. And it bothers me, and it's weird. I don't know. So I'll be watching porn or whatnot, and then you'll see a video, right, that isn't your cup of tea. Why is it that if I see a woman getting fucked by a tranny, I'm bothered by it and I can't watch it?
Is it a white tranny or a black tranny?
Let's pretend they're both white.
Okay.
So it's a woman, a hot woman, getting fucked by.
I don't know if that would bother me.
Oh, I don't like it, dude. I can't stay hard with that.
I've never. For some reason, it's never pumped up on my fucking feed.
It has.
But I'm not looking for anything even close to that.
Yeah, neither am I. But sometimes it won't even be on the feed. You'll have all your normal shit, and then you know how they have the thumbnails.
Yeah,
and the thumbnails move. Sometimes. So I'll see that. I'm I can't get off on that. And if you think about it, it's still a guy and a girl.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking for anyway.
Yeah, I know, but the tranny part of it, and that's how I know. I'm not biased against trannies or anything, but I don't like it.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't think it would bother me.
Okay, and I respect that. I respect it. It bothers me, not anti-tranny, but I don't get off on it
because he's fucking her.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Only thing about that is he's got a dick, right? So it's a chick, right?
Yeah.
With tits. I don't because remember.
But still, I'm gonna look for a guy fucking a girl anyway.
Yeah, and I like some weird shit, but that to me, that to me goes. I'm just not into it. I don't know. It's
I'm not looking for it.
Neither am I.
I don't think it would bother me.
And to each their own.
I wouldn't consider it totally gay.
Yeah, it's just.
But I'm not looking for it either.
What I'm more so questioning is why does it bother me when I can watch porn of a real dude banging, a chick, right?
Because you're not gay,
right? But then when I see the thumbnail, it just say, and that pops up. I don't get the same.
It's gay.
Why is it still? I don't understand why in my brain does it process it as still gay when it's a woman still getting banged by another woman. If it's a woman get banged by a woman with a dildo, right?
Yeah.
I'm not into. I actually, it's not that I'm not into it. It's just I'd rather watch something else. But that's not bothersome. It's bothersome to me.
You know what?
Sexual
maybe
way.
it's even the wokeness of it all.
Oh,
that pisses you off about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you know she's a liberal. That's the only thing I would think.
Oh my God. I think I'd still be bothered if she was wearing a Trump hat. If there was all Trump all over the place.
I don't know. I might have latched it.
Yeah.
But you know that's not going to happen. You know that's a fucking liberal.
Holy shit.
You see it on when Trump was speaking, when he goes, the LGBTIQ.
Purposely fucked it up.
And he goes, and nobody knows what that is. And then he goes, we stopped $45 million in the African nation of Tanzania. And nobody knows what that is.
Dude, he doesn't give a fuck these days. Like,
it's great.
Meaning, because like you had mentioned it on another episode, was he has nothing, he's
doesn't have to worry about
re-election again or whatnot.
He's got the power in the Senate and the fucking Congress too.
Right.
So he could just pass whatever the fuck
they had
he wants.
that. Wasn't that the case the last time he was
Yeah,
elected?
but he had John McCain and he had fucking Mitt Romney. Well, he still has Romney. He could be a fucking real fucking pain.
You know who I saw yesterday on the news was, who's the old guy, the socialist guy?
Bernie Sanders?
Yeah. He was up there fighting a big banner in front of his...
he walked out.
Big banner, sir. He was giving a speech. It was stop the oligarchies or something.
Yeah. Oligarch. This is a guy who's never had a fucking job ever, who's worked in the government sector his entire life and yet is a millionaire. Explain that to me.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
America doesn't have oligarchies.
He's never had a job in the private sector, but yet he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
He's making $170,000 a year, but he's a millionaire. I don't know. He's a fucking, you know what?
He's a socialist.
Jew.
Bernie Sanders. Is he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bernie. He's a big Jew.
The irony behind that is he actually goes after the bankers, though, which is funny. That's pretty fucking ironic if you ask me.
He's still a fucking Jew.
All right, so yeah, Coach fucking
Mox is a fucking
Coach Mox.
He's a faggot.
We need to find him. I couldn't find him on social media, but I'm gonna keep looking for him, and I'm just gonna invite him on.
Yo, you think ask ChatGPT about Coach Mox?
Okay, yeah, and
that's his name. And Coach Mox 8.
Coach Mox 8. Should I reach out to him and see if it comes up now? But
yeah, tell him we're real fucking liberals.
Coach Mox 8. There he is. Oh, he's popping away because I think everyone is probably going after him. Here's this guy. Oh, at Coach Mox 8. Oh, Coach Mox 8. Oh, he's on TikTok. That's why. I did make a TikTok for our podcast, but I did not. I don't go on it. Should I try to say what's up to him?
Yeah. Say, hey, Coach, can you debate one of our other podcasters on Ukraine? Yeah, and then we'll just blast them.
Oh, so really just set him up.
Yeah, set him up.
Just tell him.
Yeah, tell him we'll make a donation. The winner will get a donation to Ukraine.
Okay, and should I just say
in your name, you fuck.
So should we just totally fucking sneak attack him? Like once he gets on, if we even get him on, just tell him he's a faggot and.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'll debate him. Okay. And then I'll fucking with my socks on.
Get more. I thought, when's your birthday? Like
next year.
Yeah. But I don't know. Why doesn't this just let me fucking?
ChatGPT didn't know what Coach Mox 8 was.
That's actually good.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
Yeah.
You see that Coach Mox 8? You're not even fucking famous.
Yeah.
ChatGPT doesn't know you like you know me. Pat Sharkey. Oh, the Great Chaser West Virginia pops up.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
So it comes up on there. I like that. Auto music. Do it yourself. So what else do we got on for today's list?
I'm going to type in Pat Sharkey podcast.
So Pat's actually, that's good to lead us into our next segment. Sharkey's on ChatGPT, and I actually downloaded a whole bunch of them. You have what you would call it, ChatGPT. You have Perplexity, Claude. I like this other one's called DeepSeek, which I bought a recent stock because of it. It knocked down a stock of MVD something, and it's a Chinese, AI type of thing. And you have Gemini. That's what I had. Then there's also Ninja AI, and then Microsoft's, it's called Copilot. So I'm really interested in all this AI chat
Oh my
GPT
God.
shit.
Yo, I typed in "can't understand normal thinking" podcast on ChatGPT, and it goes, is a podcast hosted by Patrick Sharkey where he explores various topics related to mental health, psychology, societal issues.
So it comes up.
Yeah.
Very good.
Take that, motherfucker.
So it's
That doesn't say my Smookler.
that's all right. I'm okay with it.
I still, because I think you see my name first.
Yeah, listen, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
ChatGPT and the latest advancement in AI. You know, if you want to go to ChatGPT Pro, they charge you $200 a month to use that. And I want to know, what can you do with a $200 a month subscription to this thing?
Yeah.
You know, what can you do with that? And my brain can't even comprehend.
Dude, I know I saw a video where they had these cats working behind McDonald's making fries and burgers and stuff. That was just totally made by fucking AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were in full fucking McDonald costumes and everything, like shuffling the fries. They look like regular cats.
Yeah. And it made a video with that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking that maybe the $200 is for.
Yeah. Or people, because like recently on the news, Steve Harvey, who hosts, he was a comedian.
Family Feud.
And he does Family Feud. Some old person got swindled out of a lot of money because what people are doing is they can make these deep fakes with voices and everything. They make phone calls and really scam the shit out of people. So I don't know, maybe I can spend $200 a month, then make video or a voice recording of Johnny Depp and call some people, that are big fans of Johnny Depp.
You know how I love YouTube. I was watching this Catfished, and people do that.
Yeah.
They make Jennifer Aniston. Johnny Depp was a big one for a while.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston. I see Mark Zuckerberg, and these people fucking fall for it.
I know.
I think if you fall for something that dumb, you deserve it.
Absolutely.
But still, it's fucked up because
people get their life savings. Yeah. Like really old people. It's at least give me some of their money, and then I won't feel bad. But I have all of these different AIs, and of course, ChatGPT is always going to be the best. I did get the Microsoft one, and then there's a couple others like Claude. Our buddy Mark was telling us, Gemini. Some give you more of a human response. I'm gonna whittle it down to just a few, where I'm sure one. You know how they do with everything. There's always a replica of the original, and the things that the original doesn't really do, someone's going to make the other one do those things. So what can these things do? Like, I want my brain to go there and say, can you make own videos?
That's what I think it is. I think it makes videos.
Okay. And you can make fucking...
because I've seen videos of fucking... People did the Zelensky and Trump thing again.
Right.
Like going, and Vance is going, my cock is this much bigger than yours.
Yeah.
And Zelensky going, no, you don't understand. My cock is very small. Like, and they make the voices and everything. So I think that's $200 a month.
We have a podcast going. Like, what are I'm trying to think of creative ways to do things. Like,
well, this is how we got the topics today. Through ChatGPT.
Yeah. I don't know. What are your thoughts on how this could go wrong?
We saw Terminator 2. That's what I'm fucking afraid of. And that's what everyone's warning about, that that AI is going to get too smart and start adapting and then try and take over the fucking world.
Well, yeah. So I told you about
with AI too, like, why can't AI just fucking automatically take over computer systems?
Right.
And fucking like cause a nuclear holocaust.
True.
True. So that's why. But you know what? If it makes fucking writing the podcast easier every week, that's a risk I'm willing to take. I don't think we'll be around to see it.
I think that the advancement in technology, if you just go back to the Industrial Revolution, that really wasn't that long ago, and how fast everything is moving. I told you about the Furby. Someone a couple of years ago attached ChatGPT to a Furby. Yeah. And within 24 hours,
it
had it taken over the world.
Yeah.
What is it that we can do? Like, where, because I even know that not Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk 2 or 3 years ago was saying we need to all be careful with this, that it's going too fast. There needs to be regulations that people need to, everyone's curious and excited about it, but they need to be careful what they wish for. What is it that people can do that's a big mistake? How can this go out of control? What is it that humans can do that will be the mistake that lets it take over? Yeah, I don't know if I'm presenting the question the right way.
I think. Well, now they're trying to put legislation's going to stop it,
right?
Yeah, I think we're fucked already.
Wait, someone's just got to make a robot that can become self-aware.
Dude,
or
either way, I think with this ChatGPT, even like this AI shit that's already there, can't it get smarter? Like people are going to use this AI to develop more AI, to develop more AI, to develop more AI.
Hold on, let me say because even my Siri, hey Siri,
who's smarter, you or ChatGPT?
No, my ChatGPT is part of Siri now. Hey Siri, hold on. Hey Siri, Hey Siri, are you part of ChatGPT? I'm a big fan of good listeners and helpful beings. We should write I think that what's going to happen is, like you said, AI is going to build on AI, is going to build on AI and build on AI. So I think as you use it more, it becomes more serious. I think we should start fucking with it. Just like, when are you going to become self-aware? Type that in there.
I don't want to. It's already self-aware. It's already seen all my porn on it.
Hey Siri, when are you going to become self-aware like Skynet? Sorry, I don't understand. It says bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. It's probably going straight to China.
Yeah. Or who created ChatGPT? Is that American?
I don't know. Yeah. That's another problem.
Do you believe in a world government, like that there is one, or like a system?
Us.
Do you think that there's an underground society?
No. That's a bunch of bullshit.
What about the space station? That there's a space station where people are starting to collect things up there, and that if the world goes to shit, only a select few go up there.
No, I think people have their little bunkers already.
Okay.
They people have been doomsday prepping forever.
Oh yeah.
But the world goes to shit. We're fucked.
What's the first thing you're doing? You wake up, there's an apocalypse outside. What's the first thing you're doing?
Going to the drugstore.
That's what I always say. Yes,
motherfucker.
You're gonna use, if you get anything, you're gonna wean off, right?
You're gonna have to.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to, or I'm just gonna go down in the blaze of glory because I got a fucking rifle right in my closet.
You do right now. You do.
Yeah,
break it out. Break it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at Pat. We're hanging out here. We have a bunch of things to discuss, but I always forget to ask this. I'm having Pat break out his rifle. It's not loaded, correct?
Yeah, it is. That's why I don't want to touch it.
Okay, I was gonna say just don't point it at me.
It's right. I don't know if you could see it because I got a box in the way.
Okay, then no. What I'm gonna do is before I leave, I'm gonna take a picture of it. Just to put because I do want to have a segment. We discussed this, I think, on our first podcast about just guns and stuff. I would like to learn. I want to shoot more.
Well, dude, this could bring us to the next topic too, because the reason I get these guns and I keep it is because of home defense. I don't want some sick fuck coming into my house trying to kill me. And people think, that's crazy, but listen to some of these true crime fucking stories and you'll be fucking doing the same exact thing.
I like better safe than sorry. And believe me, I'm not prepared in that way.
I got this thing too, right next to my bed.
Wait,
my mom just makes me keep it in there because of the cleaning person.
Okay. So Pat's going to show me what's next to his bed. Next to my bed, I have a couple katana blades, but of course that would not help if someone came into my house with a gun, But ever since I had a family or have a family, I was living with them for a few months, and that's when I started having this feeling of what the fuck would happen? Would I be prepared to protect my family? And I live in an apartment complex. I mean, like, it's not terrible. It's not horrible, but it's not great by any means. I don't think shit would go sideways with me. Oh, this thing is cool. It's a mini. What's this? Is a mini sword. It looks like a mini sword. That's it. Oh, it's a bayonet. Let me see that. Let me see that. That thing's cool. Is this an old? Is this one from
World War II?
Oh, cool! Because it looks like
my grandfather killed goose with that, Smook.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, it's not. You could definitely put it through something. Okay, so this is a real bayonet that up close. You could see how it could attach to the gun. Wait, this attaches to the gun through here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but when just held in a hand, it's just a mini sword. Cool. And it's your grandfather's?
Yeah.
Oh, it makes it even better.
Kill goose with it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Probably 3 nips fucking ears fucking got cut off with it.
Right, some blood right there. Oh, I want one of these. How much do you think one of these goes?
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably get top dollar though.
Oh, it's so cool. But hell yeah.
I just keep it there just in case someone comes in.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna look that up. eBay. I want to. I just like it for the antiquity and
this thing is like fucking ancient. It doesn't have a fucking.
How you spell bayonet? BAYEA. Oh, they can't sell weapons on there.
Oh, on eBay you can't.
BAYANE. Hey Siri.
It has U.S. patent on it. That's all it says.
How do you spell bayonet?
But the reason I do that is because I'm afraid if a fucking serial killer comes in.
Yeah.
And, like, you read some of those books, you start going crazy. You start fucking
they do have them on here.
How much?
So anywhere between $20 and $50.
Oh, that's fucked that. From World War II?
Some are Turkish.
Oh, no. This is a World War II one.
No, okay, I'm going to put World War II. World War II.
An official World War II bayonet.
Okay, so some of them, wow, $600, anywhere from $175. Yeah, and they look the same too.
Yeah,
$600. Oh, cool. I'm sure I could find these at a thrift store or something too. Very cool, ladies and gentlemen.
So
we need to have we'll put a picture of this up as well too. And now I don't want like just a machete. Like I like the fact that this thing looks like a mini sword.
Yeah.
That attaches to a gun.
And that's my last offense, after I put fucking 24 fucking in them. then I'll pull out the fucking bayonet and fucking slice them up, slice and dice them. You got to protect yourself.
Oh, look at this one with the wood, mahogany handle too.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Well, this one cleaned up probably look fucking.
Well, now you're not. That's the one for your grandfather.
Yeah.
Kill
goose.
World War. Where'd you go? Japan, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
But you got to protect yourself in there. You got to protect the fucking household.
Yep. Always be prepared. You never want. I think it would be terrible to be in a position where you have talked about it, you know the deal, and you're just not ready. But that brings us. I knew that they could. Yes, that brings us to our next segment, which Pat and I very quickly, because this is something that I don't feel like I'm doing enough justice with my picks or in our topics of talking about this.
Yeah.
We're both going top 5 serial killers, and we did this very quickly.
Yeah.
But we could spend many different podcasts on this, alone,
I even had, these are just, I picked, like my list, I picked like ones that I like stories of.
Yep.
And also who were kind of charming.
Yeah.
That I wanted them to succeed almost.
Well, yeah. Well, there's one person, I think you had already said it, like that. Definitely when it comes to the charm, to build off of that, I like the whole, and it's more so for strategy. It's like,
they're strategic. That's the number one guy for me.
They
was very strategic.
You could throw people off.
Yeah.
Like, you always thought of a serial killer as some like dirty or weirdo guy under a bridge or something. And it wasn't until, I guess, the late 70s or early 80s when people started realizing they weren't boogeymen.
Well, you seen Mindhunter?
Mindhunter, no.
You got to watch Mindhunter. That's fucking great.
Is that a TV show?
Yeah, it's based on the behavior science unit.
Okay.
And they interview serial killers. So they interview Ed Kemper.
That's the one I was. Yeah, Ed Kemper.
Yeah,
he's a weird.
He's a genius though.
Yeah,
he's like 180 IQ.
And hold on here. I'm glad that you brought that up because most of the reading that I do is on human behavior.
Yeah.
You know, on how to read people, on how to present yourself, how to sell yourself. It's all strategic. Like, you know, people read The Art of War, 48 Laws of Power, all that stuff. Learning it's social interactions
Yeah.
and how to always be, it's basically chess, but social chess. Always be 2 steps ahead of other people. So yes, like Ed Kemper, or like one of the people's on both our lists, serial killers are highly intelligent and they mix very well in society. That's what makes them so fucking scary. You know, they could be just an everyday guy, you know, and, you know, so charming and people love them. And then they just get this appetite, you know, that they can't fight. They all say the same thing. They just get this thirst.
Well, yeah, they could compartmentalize. I think.
What does that mean? That you hear that with
they could take away. They could go from a raging killer and put that into like a
little box,
like a little box, and act like a normal guy 95% of the time.
Yeah, like BTK did that as well too.
He was the one I was referenced to when I say compartmentalize.
He had a family. Oh, he'd do his weird fucking bind, torturing kills, right?
Yeah.
Then take a break. But it's always their ego that gets in the way.
Yes, exactly. Because with him, he wanted to go back for one more killing because he said he was getting too old, and after that he would have to retire.
And he fucked himself.
Yeah, and he got real sloppy because, you know, he didn't understand the new world with discs
technology
and stuff.
Yeah,
and it fucked him. But even then, he was going on TV as a fucking code enforcement officer.
Yeah.
It's like, that's ballsy, because you had victims that fucking survived.
Yep.
You know, I thought that was real ballsy.
Yeah, and it was also like in the 70s and 80s, it was easy before technology. We were talking about the advancements in all technology.
Yeah. Well,
you could get away with all that shit.
My number one serial killer was a 21st century serial killer.
Okay. Well, so let's go through yours.
So I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
Because, like I said this before the smoke. I don't know if Jeffrey Dahmer would be a serial killer in today's day and age.
You brought up a great point.
You know, because he was a fag, and I think that's why he was a killer back then.
He had to, you know, he had a lot of emotional issues. He had to stuff it all down. You know, I think I always felt bad for him. Maybe it was in the movies, Jeremy Renner's first movie. I felt bad for Jeffrey Dahmer in that. He just seemed like someone that didn't have a great, you know, he had no friends. He had no friends.
He was an alcoholic, and he was a fag.
Yeah, and he just wanted to find companionship.
Yeah.
And it just, after a while, I guess he just snapped. And Sharkey was saying, you know, these days, you don't have to hide a lot of the shit he had to hide.
No, he'd definitely be a liberal.
Yeah, what state was he in? Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Milwaukee. You know?
There's a lot of liberals around there.
Yeah.
But he'd be a liberal, but he's an honorable mention. My other honorable mention is Ed Gein.
He was not the
first, but one of the originals.
He wasn't the first, but he was the first to become like really famous. Where they had Leatherface. I always loved it because of Mudvayne. They had nothing to gain. He would cut people's fucking faces. Oh, he also had really bad mom issues. He had a very domineering mom, right? He's the one who made lamps
out of the skin. Yo, this is the other thing. He would never be able. This was in the 50s. He would never get away with it in today's day and age.
No,
because he was leaving way too much of a trail.
Yeah, he didn't care though.
When you're using your victim's skin as your carpet.
Yeah. Come on in. Come sit on my human face couch.
It catches made someone's fucking actual hand.
Your fucking hat.
Yeah, he was a sick fuck. That's why, but he's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
The number 5, the Golden State Killer, the original Night Stalker.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah,
he's on my list too.
Dude, because he was such a sick fuck, and he progressed from breaking and entering.
Yep.
To breaking, entering, and raping.
Yep.
To breaking, entering, raping, and killing. And he lasted such a long time.
He also became a rock star when he was the one.
Patton Oswalt's fucking wife made him a rock star.
When he would wear sunglasses into his court meetings, and women started loving him.
No, you're thinking of Dennis Ramirez. I mean, Richard Ramirez.
Okay. So
this is the original Night Stalker, Golden State Killer.
Okay.
That Patton Oswalt's wife made famous. And,
okay.
She's the one who gave him the Golden State Killer name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
get them confused.
He started breaking and entering, and and he would fuck up the house.
Okay.
Like just do fucking steal one thing of earrings and leave the other.
Yeah.
Just be
just to fuck with people.
Yeah, and he was a cop.
Oh.
And that burglary, so he knew all about this shit. So then
that's the strategy. Yeah, like he knew the things to do to not get caught.
And after he did that, he went to breaking, entering, and raping.
Okay.
The girl.
Nice.
And he would put plates on the fucking husband. He said, if you move and those plates fall, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, nice.
And then after that, he went to raping and killing.
Breaking and enter, raping and killing.
And then he did it also upstate in like Sacramento.
Right.
And then he did it down in like LA County.
Holy shit. He went, so that's why he's the Golden State, because is he one of those guys that had a pattern?
He got caught too as a cop. He lost his job as a cop because he got caught he's trying to steal dog repellent and like a crowbar
from a hardware store.
From a hardware store. Yeah. And then he became a diesel mechanic, and he was retired, and they ended up finding him like 20 years after his last killing.
Yeah. Was that because of technology and shit? Or because...
because Patton Oswalt's like his wife that ended up dying, she was fucking like, immersed in it, and they ended up doing a, Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
They were able to fucking
this is the guy that recently got caught. Yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't realize he was the original Night Stalker.
It was backtracked to... like a third cousin, and they were like, so it's gotta be, so they started looking up, and they're like, oh my God, this guy lived in Northern California at this time, and he lived in here this time, so then he went out and he threw out like a pizza crust.
Yep.
They got the fucking DNA, boom.
And this was just recently, within the last 5 years or something.
Yeah, the book, the book, once the book came out, they had to like rewrite the last chapter, because it was as the book was coming out.
Yeah, no, that's really, really
great
cool.
Documentary on Max.
And and
I'll be gone in the dark, because that's what he would say to his. He would act like he'd be gone, and he wouldn't be gone, and they would move around, and he'd come back just to fuck him up again.
Oh wow,
yeah. So
it's a real sick bastard. Yeah. And a lot of these guys, because they are smart but fucked up, the downfall of a lot of them, I said it before, is their ego. Like whether they follow their own story.
His downfall was his fucking blood, but
yeah. He's different than that. Like, keep going.
So he's number 5. Number 4, Dennis Rader. BTK.
Yeah, BTK. Okay, he's a family man. Yeah. He looked like
he looked like a sick fuck.
But he also looked like who's the? He looks like Dr. Phil. No, he's got the haircut and the mustache.
He looks like Clint Howard.
Clint Howard,
Ron Howard's brother.
Hold on.
He's in Apollo 13.
Clint Howard.
He's in Backdraft. He's the doctor on Backdraft. Clint Howard. You don't know Clint Howard?
Yeah, is that like that guy like that?
Yeah.
I always thought he looked like...
Dude, type in Dennis Rader and Clint Howard. Come on. Back to back. They look dead on.
I thought he kind of like had a Dr. Phil.
A little. I see that. I see that too.
Clint, Dennis, Dennis.
But I even read the book by his daughter.
Oh, tell me that doesn't look like Dr. Phil.
Those fucking evil eyebrows.
Oh, you know who else has those evil eyebrows?
Who?
My boy, Fritz.
Oh, yeah. yeah. But he's not a serial killer.
Yeah, no, he's
just a sick fuck.
But you know what? He's in that tier of sick fuckness.
Yeah. He only fucks his daughter. Come on.
And gets him pregnant and keeps him trapped under the house.
Some of me lets live upstairs.
Yeah, the retards. Wait, was that Germany?
Yeah. Germany. No, it was Austria. It's close enough.
Yeah.
But
sure, Germany heard about him.
We talked about BTK earlier. So after BTK, here's a local Long Island guy, Carl Rifkin.
Carl Rifkin. Oh, is that the one in the city where he was chopping up the bodies in the city and trying to burn them down?
He was the one that got pulled over and got into with state troopers and got into a police chase. And when they found a bunch of fucking chopped up bodies in his trunk,
Yep.
and he was keeping them in his refrigerator.
Yeah, and but what led to the investigation was he was in the city. There was a motel or a hotel that was burnt down, and they found the body in there. That opened up the case.
Yeah, he was a sick fuck though.
Yeah,
he was like
he was like torso. That was the torso.
Yeah,
torso killer.
Yeah, it was like Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Yeah.
Number 2, just a charming man.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
He's classic. This is what we talk about: intelligent, smart, charming.
I read the book by Anne Rice. Is that her name?
Anne Rule.
Anne Rule. Rule. She had a book. I forget what it was called. But they both worked together at this fucking suicide hotline.
Okay.
So
yes.
They were friends, and like no joke, like you root for Ted Bundy. You're like, maybe he's not guilty, maybe he's not, and he's so guilty,
dude. But after you find out, or after people find out what he does, you can just totally see it. Like
I can see it, but it still hurts.
Yeah,
because you want him to be so innocent.
Well, he became a lawyer. But he was like a womanizer. Like he was a ladies' man.
Yeah,
So he had a wife or a fiance or something, but he was still like getting with other women because how could you not?
He's just like bashing their heads in. Just sometimes he puts their heads through the banister.
Yeah, and you know what? Like he just throws them away he treats them like that orange peel that you want to throw into the garbage.
He's a charming motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. He escaped. He fucking he escaped
twice. He escaped twice.
Yeah, he could talk himself out of fucking prison.
That's right. If he didn't escape, that sorority would still be standing.
Yeah,
but he had to bash someone's heads, and he couldn't help it.
That and he had that. He was one who talked about like that hunger. Like he was sick. Like a lot of these guys, I guess you get like this thirst for blood. Like,
well, dude, that was his biggest mistake, was doing it in fucking Florida, because they still have the death penalty.
They gave him the...
Yeah. He died. He died from the electric chair.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, who was a Dahmer, Dahmer, he was just a quiet guy. He was what I rooted for.
He died from fucking inmates.
Yeah, he got bashed up.
The number 1 on my list.
We're already up to number 1? Okay.
Yeah. He died, but he died from his own. Israel Keys. This is the American Predator. This is the most meticulous serial killer in the 21st century. He had hit kits buried around the country.
Israel what Keys?
This guy is the most meticulous serial killer in the 21st century. Like, he would have been caught, and he confessed to, like, I think 7 murders, but they think he could do anywhere from like 80 to 100.
Oh, I remember his mugshot, but I only think I probably watched one thing on this. He looks sick. Okay.
Dude, American Predator, the book's called.
Yeah, I see
awesome
it right
book.
Here. Oh, wow. I got awesome check book. Out him.
Dude, he's the reason why, like, because I used to go to work at 2:30 in the morning. He's the reason I would fucking, like, clear it with my fucking gun sometimes. Or I would have a Glock on me when I'm walking the dog. Because he was gay, too, and he would rape the men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember Kai, the hitchhiker with the axe? I don't know. Okay, this guy. Okay, so this guy, he saves someone, right? And someone gets it on film. Yeah. And someone someone was going after it, and he gets interviewed by the news, right? And he comes off as this homeless guy that kind of like Jesse Camp, right?
Yeah.
You get this feeling like, and he might be slow or something. And in the beginning of this documentary, like, this guy's great. Because he talks about just love each other, man. He had this like hippie vibe to him. And then he ended up being a sick fuck.
He was a serial killer also?
I think so. I believe so, because he's that hitchhiking hatchet man or something. But the way they did the documentary was you felt bad for him. Remember Jesse Camp? You felt bad for him. He was this homeless VJ that won the whole VJ thing, and they tricked us. Yeah, because Jesse Camp ended up being like coming from a preppy rich school or something. So this whole time you're like, oh wow,
dude, I remember his bands used to play at the same band BAG played at. It was like Jesse. I forget his fucking band's name.
Yeah, it sucks probably.
The other guy, the guy he beat, ended up being Dave.
Navarro?
No, it's like Dave. Dude, the other guy, he fucking Dave something. I can't remember his name, but he ended up becoming a decent career.
Yo, this guy is fucking nuts. I forgot about this.
Who?
This guy, interviewed. He was an axe murderer. I don't know if he was a serial killer or not. I am a killer. Maybe he was one or two. You got to check out this guy. The thing on this guy, Kai the Hitchhiker.
Kai the Hitchhiker.
It was good because you're like, oh my god, he's a killer. You just think he's a homeless guy that in the beginning what it was is I guess there was a fight with someone and they're showing how the other guy came at him with an axe in this or something. And, I don't know. It's just, it was great. You got to do it. I know it's a terrible job. I'm going to send you the link on that, but I know that we're getting close to wrapping it up. I'm going to go through some of my serial killers, but I just can't emphasize enough that we are not doing serial killers justice. And Sharky's knowledge on this, like, I've read all about these guys and I've watched documentaries.
Hey, we have a loose kook around here. Speaking of serial killer.
But Sharky has endless knowledge on these things. I always love watching things on these guys, and I know a little bit about them, but we could spend hours just talking about them. But let me see. I'm going to say that we're going bottom to top, right? We're going 5 down to 1.
That's the way you do a countdown. Yeah. That's the way you do a countdown.
My number 5 is Eileen Wuornos.
Ooh, monster.
Yeah, she's awesome. She, who she reminds me of?
Jess.
Mom. Reminds me of Jess's mom. I can't.
Dude, that's the first thing I thought about when I fucking, because, the Mrs. Munch used to give those fucking vibes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, like, you sleeping fucking topless with fucking Erica.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you were with me when we walked in on that, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the time she was bitching about men. And then she mumbles under her breath like... Nothing.
She would always try to feed you when you're there, and you're like, I don't want to eat at this house.
She'd always be complaining about men and the crazy cats that she had, and she was just venting to me about something. It was me and Scott O'Neill. I don't know if Scott would remember this, but all of a sudden she goes, "Who needs men? It's nothing I can't take care of 5 minutes alone in the bathroom." I remember just turning to her like... She just say that? But Eileen Wuornos, she had a terrible upbringing. She used to get fucked by her brother or stepbrother. And
that doesn't help.
No.
Never helps.
And, she was just left on her own. I mean, like, that's how you breed fucking, psychopaths.
That's a great movie, though, Monster.
Yeah, it was.
I think she won the Oscar.
Who played it?
Charlize Theron.
I could see that. But yeah, the actual documentaries with her where she just loses her mind.
Oh my God, that was on HBO, I think. I think it's still on HBO. I can't remember what it... Oh my God. It might be called Eileen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's still on HBO.
And, I totally forgot on my list.
She thinks they're bugging her rooms through, like, the vents and stuff.
Yeah, she said radioactive
waves or something like that.
My next one is... I was going to actually put H.H. Holmes, which is great, but... popped in my head right now. I'm gonna have to go with the Iceman. Okay, remember the mafia guy?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? He's a serial killer, but he's not really a serial killer.
Well, he worked for the mafia and he killed many men.
Yeah, but he did it with a purpose. I don't consider that a serial killer.
I actually get what you're saying.
Yeah.
When you watch the interviews with him, you saw how quickly he can go off the handle. Dude, he was ready. He could sit there in the actual interviews, and some of the questions that he asked.
That's how Stone Cold got the name. That's what Stone Cold's character is based off of.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wanted to be like the Iceman.
I like it.
Richard Kaczynski.
Yes, hell yeah, Richard Kaczynski. And when you watch the interviews with him, this is why I consider it. Is there were times that they had to cut out.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap it up real quick because, we can spend a lot of times on this. Randy Woodfield, which was the I-5 killer.
Yeah, good book.
He played for the Green Bay Packers. Then we have Dahmer. And then finally, I have Bundy on here as well, too, and the Night Stalker. We didn't go into Ed Kemper.
I think this is going to be a good 30 minutes next week.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go into more serial killers next week, and maybe we'll bring up an honorable mention. Germany, as in Fritz, and he's not even a killer. But we just want to thank all of our listeners. You know where to find us. Germany.
Oh, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, places.
iHeartRadio, and Can't Understand Normal Thinking. That's CNT Understand Normal Thinking at gmail.com. We're looking forward to hearing from some of you fuckers. Start writing in again. All right? Peace.
You left your mark, you shut us down. Call us names, try to run us out. You pushed too hard, took too much. Now you're the ones who've lost their touch. You rigged the game, you changed the rules. Gaslit the world, played us for fools. But tides have turned, the storm is near. Cry all you want, we're still here. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent won't stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. Censorship, lockdowns, all your control. Built your throne on a house of gold. Now you panic, now you cry. Tears don't work, truth don't lie. The games are done, the mask fell off. No more lies, we've had enough. You played with fire, now taste the flame. This time, we're naming names. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent won't stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. You called us threats, you called us extreme, but we remember everything. From 24 and beyond, take your bets, 'cause guess what? We ain't done yet. Faithful, fuck around and find out. Your kingdom's crumbled, your luck ran out. Faithful, no more games, no more doubts. You lit the fire, now it's burning.